today. We're going to be doing forward bends and backward bends, all of my favorites, and I hope you have some favorites too, because I was hoping, since we've never joined together in our stretches in gallery view, I was hoping toward the end of class we could maybe do a gallery view of everyone breathing 4 deep breaths in either their favorite forward bend or backward bend. And I would hopefully like to post this video if that's okay. So if you do not want to be present in that video, I'll let you know when I'm going to put everyone on gallery view. And if you don't want to be shown, you can just keep your video not shown, and you can feel free to do whatever you like or still join us in our forward or backward bend. But today, as always, always make sure you're feeling your body. Make sure you're going through your own personal range of motion. You're not trying to push yourself through anything. You're engaging your muscles, you're breathing, and most of all, having a good time. For today's class, I'm sitting on a yoga block. It's going to come in handy a little bit later. We'll be doing some pigeon pose. So if you've got a yoga block or some extra cushioning, that might be good. We'll be also using our knees a little bit on our hands and knees. So if you need knee padding, grab some of that. Otherwise, just yoga mat is good. We're going to start in our seated position, sitting up tall. Relax your arms, and then take 2 deep breaths, breathing in through your nose and out through your mouth. And then we'll start to rock the head, ear to shoulder. We can start with small rocks first and gradually make them larger if you feel good. Notice other parts of you that try to tense up. Try to relax those other parts. And just breathe. Every inhale lifts your spine up a little bit taller. We're going to stop at the right side. Allow your head to hang heavy and take a deep breath. Then inhale your head back to center and exhale it to the left. And then take another deep breath, head hangs heavy. Then bring your head back to center, and then we're going to nod the head, chin up, chin down. Still sitting up tall, relaxing the shoulders, breathing normal. Let's start with the chin lifted up to the sky, and then try to bring the chin to that right upper diagonal and left upper diagonal. You can try keeping your jaw open or closed and notice what sensations you get when you do that. And then stop again in the center. We're going to drop the chin into the chest, and then bringing your head to that right lower diagonal, left lower diagonal. So like chin to shoulder. And then float your head back to the center and lift it up. Take a deep breath. We're going to uncross our legs, recross the other one on top. Still sitting up tall. This time, arms down by your side. Engage your arm muscles. Push your palms down and flex your fingers towards your face. Lift your shoulders into your ears and press your palms down. And just breathe. Keep pushing your palms down. We're going to alternate right and left. Push and lift. Whew, this one felt good, so I'm going to take it slower. Right, then bringing your arms out to the side, still flex palms, start to draw circles. Maybe you can spread your fingers wider. You might feel a weird twinge in your fingers, and that's that nerve we're stretching. It feels so weird. Keep pushing the sidewalls away and reverse these circles all the way around. Breathe. Rib cage is soft. You're sitting up tall. And stop here. Palms face me and hug yourself. Switching the arm that's on top each time. Always reminding yourself how much you love yourself. Even when you're not giving yourself a nice hug. 2 more hugs. And stop with your arms out, bring your hands to a fist, thumbs on the outside, and circle the forearms and wrists all the way in, keeping your elbows in line with your shoulders. So don't drop your elbows down. Find that circle. If it's not working out, you can take it much slower. There's no rush through these. Whew. Let's reverse. Excellent. And then float your arms down. Take a rest. Deep breath. All right, if you're on a block or a cushion, you're going to get off of that block or cushion, seat yourself directly onto the floor, and then bring the soles of your feet together. Knees are out to the side. Sit up tall, and then start to rock right and left. Breathe. And then leading with your chest, start to draw circles all the way around. You can start small and gradually make them larger. A little bit of pull and push with my arms. Engaging abs. Shoulders are relaxed. Let's reverse these circles. Whee! 2 more giant circles or little circles, whatever's happening. And then come back to your center. Lift and lower the knees up and down. Still sitting up tall. Bring the arms out to the side. Opening closed fists. Bring your arms close by your ears and circle your wrists. Keep those knees going up and down. Keep breathing. Don't ever stop. Ooh. Reverse these circles. Still lifting up tall out of your waist, but rib cage is soft. Stop the knees. Fingertips together. Inhale, reach them up higher. Exhale, float your arms down. All right, we're going to undulate through our spine, so take a deep breath in. Exhale, drops your chin into your chest, dip down into your lap. And then inhale, chest and chin back up to the sky. Exhale down. Inhale up. Go at your own speed. Feel how your breath is flowing through the motion. Every inhale lifts yourself up, lengthening your spine, creating space between the vertebrae. Exhale, you go down. Okay, 1 more of these and we're going to stop to reverse. So stop at the top with your deep breath in, lifting chest and chin up to the sky. And then this time, exhale, you're going to swan forward, looking at me until the very last moment. And then you drop your chin into your chest and roll back up. Undulate up. Reach it forward, lengthen. Inhaling up, exhaling down. Maybe each time you kind of reach a little bit further with your chin past your feet. Those hips are relaxed. Whew. Let's do 2 more. Then stopping here, we'll bring our hands behind us, palms in, fingers out to the back, and then bring the knees to touch and open back up. Stopping in each position to breathe. Just relax your hips. And then stop with those knees out to the side again. Hands come to your ankles or your shins. Pull your heels a little bit closer and sit up tall on both sits bones. All right, we're going to go side to side, so arms out to the side. Take a deep breath in. Keep that length. You're going to exhale, dive over to the right, placing the palm onto the floor and stretching the left arm by the ear. Make sure you're not bending forward at all yet. And then use a little bit of a push with this bottom arm. Inhale, come up. Exhale, palm down, reach the arm by the ear. Inhale up. Exhale down, going at your own speed, painting a giant rainbow with your fingertips. Whew. Stretching your side body. Try to keep your knees and hips still. So if they're going like this, try to keep that knee, like stretching it away from you as you go right and left. All right, we're gonna stop at the right. Take a deep breath in. On your exhale, reach your forehead forward, coming down the center, and then stack it up on the left on an inhale. Exhale comes back down the center. Inhale, stack it up. Keep going at your own speed and using your breath, flowing through it. This time you're drawing that rainbow with your fingertips on the floor. One more time, right and left. Then we're going to stop in the center. Our first forward bend. So letting your head hang heavy, chin is into your chest. Stretch your arms close beside your head, reaching your fingertips forward. Let's take 4 deep breaths. Inhale to lengthen your spine. Exhale, you find more depth. Feel your muscles working to pull you closer down to your feet. Every breath sends a little bit of motion through your body, finding more length and more depth. One more big deep breath. And then use an inhale to roll up one vertebrae at a time, bringing your head up last. And then take a deep breath at the top and feel free to shake out your hips if you need to. Excellent. All right, I'm going to face sideways, but feel free to stay where you are. We're coming to a pike. Pike position, legs are out in front. So the whole time we're going to keep our legs parallel, so knees and toes stay facing the ceiling. You're going to really try to stretch the toes toward your face, and you're going to engage the quads to get the legs down into the floor as well as close together. All right, we're going to undulate through our spine again. So take your deep breath in, floating your arms up by your ears. And then this time on your exhale, you're going to fall forward again, leading with your chest. Arms stay by the ears until the very last moment before you drop your chin into your chest and roll back up. Inhale, arms shoot back up. Exhale, you fall forward. Keep going at your own speed, charging your heels down into the floor, engaging your quads. You should feel like someone has wrapped your legs down onto the floor and glued them together, so you're just undulating through your spine. Let's do one more giant undulation this way. We're going to stop at the top after this one. Deep breath in, reaching arms up to the sky, chest lift, chin up. And then this time exhale, arms fall, chin falls. Roll yourself down. And then reach past your feet. Arms are glued beside the ears, and you come up in one piece, flat back. Inhale. Exhale, curve. Inhale, flat. Again, keep charging those heels down into the floor. If your legs separate, try to glue them back together. Leg muscles are so active. Ab muscles are active. Rib cage is soft. We'll do 2 more undulations this way. Last one. Stop with our arms lifted up to the sky. Arms are by the ears, rib cage soft. Charge those heels down into the floor. Take a deep breath in, lengthen your spine even more. On your exhale, fall forward again, leading with your chest. Flat back, arms by the ears if you can. And then floating your arms down to your legs, wherever they can rest. So charge the heels down into the floor. On our next inhale, we're going to put our chin onto our feet. Length. Keep that length now. We're just going to drop the chin into the chest. Let your head hang heavy and start to rock on your sits bones, right and left. Try not to bend your knees so you've got your quad muscles engaged. Those feet are still flexing toward your face. Relax your head. Start to make your rock smaller and smaller and smaller and smaller until you stop.
in your forward bend, where we'll take 4 deep breaths. Inhale to find more length. Exhale to find more depth. If you're reaching your feet, you can totally give yourself a little bit of tug there, but no need to. Just let your body drape over your legs. You can use your quad muscles to pull your upper body closer to your legs. One more deep breath in and out. And then use an inhale to roll back up through your spine. One vertebrae at a time. Head comes up last, and then shake out your legs. You can give yourself a little bit of a shake. And then we're gonna come to our hands and knees. Perfect. All right, so now we're in our hands and knees. Find your arms right underneath your shoulders, knees underneath hips, parallel feet behind you, tops of the toes resting onto the floor. We'll do our cat and cow pose. So take a deep breath in. Exhale, belly down, tailbone up, chest presses through your arms in front, chin reaches up to the sky, shoulder blades reach back. Take a deep breath in here. And then exhale, round, belly button pulls deep toward your spine. Push the floor away with your palms in your shins. Chin into chest. Inhale back into cow, using all of your breath to get to that final moment. And then exhale, all of the breath out. That final moment, really pushing your spine out through the back of your body. Let's do 3 more. Use your breath. Once your last one is done, that cat pose, you empty out all the air. You bring the toes together. Sink back the hips. Oh, that was my knee. Relax your forehead down. Reach your arms beside your ears and then just rock your hips right and left and breathe. All right, and then stopping here, take a deep breath in. Exhale back to that hands and knees position. Parallel feet behind you. Tuck your toes under. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, we're going up to downward dog. When you get there, start to march the heels up and down, right and left. Arms are close beside your head, reaching the shoulders into the ears, pushing the floor away with your palms and your fingertips at the same time. All right, let's hold the knees straight by engaging the quads and then lift and lower the heels at the same time. Really feel your calf muscles activating here, so you're pushing down into the floor as much as possible with your strong ball of your foot to lift that heel up as high as possible, testing your arch. All right, find a stillness here in the downward dog and take a deep breath. All right, walk your hands to your feet. Keep the weight shifted more forward than your toes, less than your heels. Bend your knees ever so slightly. And then we'll stay here in our forward bend, grabbing onto the elbows. Take 2 deep breaths. Keeping the knees slightly bent, we're going to place the hands back onto the floor, walk back to the downward dog. Once you've found your triangle shape, once again, take another deep breath. Feel those 3 points you're making. The energy is sending out through the palms, heels, and hips. All right, we're gonna bend the right knee into our nose. Boop. While it's there, externally rotate that right leg from the hip. So knee is facing toward the outside. And then we're gonna come all the way forward into our pigeon pose. So the right knee is bent, you're gonna place it onto the floor. And then the back leg, we're gonna try to keep it parallel. So knee is onto the floor, top of the toe resting onto the floor, and then find where a place that feels comfortable for you. If you've got your yoga block, and you've got this giant space underneath you like I do, you're gonna take your yoga block and wedge it under there so that you can keep your two hips in line. And what does that mean? That means we wanna keep that back leg parallel. If your legs are not parallel, your hips will not be in line, and when you bend that back leg, it's gonna go like that. We want the bent back leg to go up. So give yourself a moment, find your pigeon pose, make sure that back leg is parallel. Once you've got that, you're gonna squeeze your left glute like mad. Pull your belly button deep toward your spine. Take a deep breath in. On your exhale, you're gonna walk your hands forward, lead with your chest and chin, elongating your body to our forward bend in our pigeon pose. Once you've reached your max, you can relax your chin into your chest and take 4 deep breaths. Keep squeezing your glute, I forgot. And when you're done with your 4 deep breaths, you can walk your hands back to the place, palms onto the floor. Tuck the toes under back there. Take a deep breath in. On your exhale, we're gonna extend and come back to that downward dog position. If you got that block there, you can move it out of the way. And we'll go right into our left leg. So taking your left knee into your nose, externally rotating it from the hips. So left knee is pointing out to the left, toes are toward the right. Bring yourself all the way forward and rest that knee down onto the floor. Sliding that back leg back, but keeping it parallel so that knee is onto the floor, tops of the toes rest onto the floor. Find your pigeon pose. Again, if you've got that giant space underneath, feel free to put that block underneath so you can keep your hips in line. Seems like this hip is a little bit more open for me, so I'm gonna do without the block. But once you've got that, test out that back knee. Remember, if it bends like this, that means your leg is not parallel. You want it to bend like this. So now that brings me up. There we go. All right, so now I'm gonna squeeze right glute. Fingertips are on the floor. You inhale, lifting up out of your waist. Belly button is fine. Grow tall. And then exhale, lean forward, leading with your chest like you're gonna put your chin all the way to the opposite side of the mat. Reaching the arms out, and then when you can't reach anymore, chin falls into your chest, maybe forehead rests, 4 deep breaths, squeezing your right glute. Don't ever stop. Every exhale, pulls your belly button deeper toward your spine. When you're done with your 4 deep breaths, we're gonna roll up slowly through our spine, walking your hands closer to your body. Once they come back to the place, we're gonna tuck those toes back underneath behind there. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, back to downward dog. 1 more deep breath in and out here. And then bring your knees back to the floor. Block gets out of the way. Tops of the toes can rest. Bring them together. And then take a child's pose and rest. 2 deep breaths. We've done many forward bends. Let's do a backward bend. My favorite is camel pose. So we're going to keep the hips onto the heels, chin into the chest. Roll up to your knees, bringing your head up last. All right, so a little disclaimer, we've done a lot of forward bending, so this is our first backward bend. If you feel dizzy or nauseous, these things are completely normal in a backward bend sometimes, especially if you haven't done them in a while. So just pay close attention to your body, make sure you're able to breathe, and if it's not feeling good, feel free to take a rest. You can either rest here, or you can take a child's pose or rest on the floor. So we're gonna rise up onto our knees. They're gonna be right underneath hips, and then toes are together. In our back bend, we're gonna make sure that we don't just rely on low back, who likes to bend so much. We're also going to send this stretch into our hips by squeezing low butt. And then we also want to lengthen And squeeze shoulder blades back there so we get this middle and upper back action as well. So let's begin. We're gonna take 2 deep breaths when we get back there. So just remember, you should be able to breathe. So hands are to low back. We're gonna inhale, lift up out of the waist. Keep that length, exhale, squeeze your butt. Press your hips forward as far as they'll go. Empty out all of the air, belly button to spine. And then inhale, lengthen like you've got a string on your chest and someone's pulling it to the ceiling. Keep that length, exhale, bring your chin up, look behind you, and then just keep squeezing your butt and lifting your chest for 2 deep breaths. When you're ready to come up, we're gonna inhale, pulling our belly button deep toward our spine. So here we go, inhale. Whew. And then exhale, relax. Check in with how you feel. Take a deep breath. Okay, we're gonna do one more if you're ready. Here we go. Make sure your knees are still underneath your hips. Toes are together, hand to low back. Remember, if you feel it a lot in low back, probably need to squeeze low butt just a little bit more and pass it into your hips and lengthen up out of your waist. So we don't just jump into low back. So let's take our deep breath in, find your length. And then exhale, squeeze your butt. Low butt. Press your hips forward even farther than before. And then inhale, lengthen again, that string is there. And then exhale, chin up, look behind you. Take your 2 deep breaths. Squeeze your glutes on your exhale. Inhale, chest lengthen. Squeeze your glutes, exhale. Inhale, chest lengthen. And then use an inhale to come all the way back up. Pulling your belly button deep toward your spine to protect your lower back. Exhale, relax. Check in with how you feel. Take a deep breath. I guess now we should go to our favorite back bends. I didn't get through half of the back bends that I wanted to do. So some back bends that you might like to do. We have this one, bound opposition, where you're going to reach the opposite hand, opposite leg, and pull, pushing down to go up. That's an option. We have camel pose. We have, what else? Puppy dog pose. All good options. We have shoulder bridge. This guy. We have this one. But only go into it if you know how to go into this one and also come out of it. Bringing your chin into your chest. And then we also have all those wonderful forward bends we did. We have our pike. We had our butterfly one. And we had our pigeon. So I'm going through all of these because if you missed the beginning, I would like to get a video of us all doing our favorite forward or backward bend. And if we can hold it and take 4 deep breaths, I would like to post it on social media if that's okay. If you do not feel comfortable being in this video, feel free to turn off your video, but I'm going to put us on gallery view so that we can take our last stretches together. And hi, friends. All right, so whatever back bend or forward bend you'd like to do, we'll get into it and we'll take our 4 deep breaths. Wherever you are, just remember your inhale is gonna lengthen your spine. Even like imagine that there's space going between your vertebrae. And then exhale, you're gonna find a little bit more depth, either forward or backward. Yeah. All right, so let's get to it. Coming into your forward or backward bend. Excellent. We're going to exhale into it if you're going into your back bend. Inhale into it if you're going into your forward bend. So here we go. Once you're in your full expression, we're not just going to chill. We're going to push and breathe. 4 deep breaths. Feeling that breath running through your body, energizing your muscles. Good work, everyone. Also thanking your body for all the hard work we've done, not only just today, but together for like the past 3 months. When you're ready to come down slowly, remembering to engage yourself so you don't use your low back only. You're going to protect your abs. Good work, everyone. And then wherever you are, find yourself onto your back. And pull both knees into your chest. One hand on either knee, and stir the knees out and around. And reverse your circles. Good. And then right knee stays bent, left leg falls down flat. Take your left hand, place it across on the outside of your right knee. Bring your right arm out to the side. And then spinal twist will cross the right leg over to the left. Shoulders stay on the floor, hip comes off. Turn your head all the way to the right. Take 2 deep breaths. Gently roll yourself onto your back. Switching the legs, so right leg is straight, left leg is bent. Right hand on the outside of the left knee, left arm out to the side. Cross the left leg over to the right and turn your head to the left. Take 2 deep breaths. Inhale to lengthen. Exhale, find some more twist. And then finally use an exhale to lower yourself completely flat onto your back. Close your eyes. And allow your body to settle just for a few moments after all that work we did. Maybe you reflect on all the different workouts we've done together. Now I'm going to be sad. Thank you so much for working out with me, everyone. Thank you, body, for working out with me. Thanks for keeping me and everyone motivated by showing up every morning. It's been so good. And if you want to stay down here and relax, totally cool. Or let's do our giant sit-up together. Open in the eyes, legs together, energized. Arms reach overhead, deep breath in. Exhale, giant sit-up. Woo! Yay! Oh, friends, thank you so much for working out with me every morning.